Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year to everyone. Thanks to everyone that has subscribed up to now. And here's to the new year. Cheers. So today we are going to go through a new article from CBR, and the title is The 5 Most Useless Straw Hat Pirates Officially Ranked. So let's get started. First and foremost, I would like to preface this article by saying that I do not agree with this article. There is no useless straw hats. And the fact that you claim that there is useless straw hats means that either you have not watched the show or you have an agenda with this article, which may be rage bait. So let's get started. Number 5. Tony Chopper is simply useless. He's simply less useful than Zoro and Sanji. No, that is a lie. He has been the MVP of multiple arc. Well, not really the MVP, but in terms of doctoral prowess, you can beat him. He has cured Luffy and the others of sickness multiple times. Let's just take the Onigashima raid. Well, not just the Onigashima raid, but the Wano arc. All in all, many times did he heal. He healed Luffy when he was in prison. For all of Queen's plague, he has healed them. And if it was not for that, there would have been a lot of death. Meaning, he's not the strongest. Obviously, he's not the strongest, but that does not make him useless. Chopper being the doctor seems useful as a doctor, and quite useful because he's basically keeping the crew alive. He's the one that, I think, did he bandage Sanji or Zoro? But in any case, I mean, should I say more? He has done a lot. He is not the strongest fighter, fact, but that does not make him useless. Everyone has their role, and Chopper is excellent in his role as a doctor, fact. If it was not for Chopper as the doctor of the crew, they would have died of some random sickness here and there, or random things killing them here and there. So why would you claim he's useless because of that? He's doing his job. Franky is useful, but has never been relevant post-time skip. See, this statement is somewhat true, because I do believe Franky had maybe would have planned more for Franky, like on the Onigashima raid, and maybe also Egghead Island, but it did not materialize as we see fit. But he is the shipwright of the crew, and his job is to maintain and fix and upgrade the Sunny, which is doing perfectly. They've escaped Whole Cake Islands because of him, and the Mary because of the Kuda bust, if I remember correctly. They've done so many new things and arrived at so many new places purely because of Franky and his ship. Yes, he might be doing things in the background for the most part, but in reality, a lot of Franky things have happened in the background. Let's not lie about it. A lot of Franky things have happened in the background. And also not that top fighter, but strong in his own right. He did defeat some top person in forgot the name. Who's who? No, Sasaki. I think, I don't know, I can't remember, but that he was taken into the crew as a shipwright. He built the best ship, and his goal is to see the ship sailing through the whole sea. So does that make him useless? No, it's just that he's doing the most with what's happening to him. And yes, a lot of Franky things have happened in the background. Let's not lie about it, because next thing in the new arc that we are in, which is Elbaf, you're going to see him come up with new weapons and stuff like that, and you'll ask yourself, well, how did this happen? And then you'll be like, no, based on Vegapunk technology, blah 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 blah. See, that's Franky. So yeah, but as for useless, now Brook never needed to join the Straw Hat Pirates. No one never needed to join the Straw Hat Pirates. They just sort of they felt like they should join. What is the point here? So you're claiming that Brook joined purely because he is a musician, and yes, Luffy did say he wants a musician in his crew, and he went ahead and found a good musician. But saying Brook is useless is undermining everything that he has done so far. Like in the Whole Cake Island, Brook was magnificent, and in the Elbaf arc, we are getting more about him and his past is going to be revealed. So saying it's useless is undermining his whole character. Like for someone who, let's say, taken primarily as the musician of the ship, is there to bring music and joy on the crew, but like battle-wise, he has done a lot. Like the guy done the most. So as for useless, Usopp has accomplished nothing in the last 10 years. Do you watch the show or something like that? The truth is, a lot of these people, there's just not enough time maybe to explore what they do on the side and stuff like that. But saying that they are useless because you have not seen them fight, or I don't know, jump up and down, is undermining the character. Usopp has always been there. and he's always done things and you don't know about his haki. You're claiming here that he never continued to develop his observation haki afterwards. You cannot prove what you are claiming here. So in Usopp he fought Ulti. Well, he didn't win, but he stood up to Ulti. And Usopp being part of the weak trio, standing up to Ulti. I mean, let the guy be. And well, now in Elbaf, we'll see what he's going to do, but his job is a sniper. And in the previous arc, were there opportunities for him to snipe? Yes or no? See, I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. Jinbe is one of the most useless characters in One Piece. Oh my god, I think you have an issue with you have not watched it, or you ask AI to create a controversial article for you or something like that. Because Jinbe is the helmsman of the crew and is the one that's job is to what do you say for boats? Navigate the boat. And he has done that to the best of his ability. And him being a fisherman means he can even go in the water and move the ship as he sees fit. He navigated a lot of dangerous seas because of him. That's number one. Number two is he's the most useless character in One Piece. Why? Jesus Christ. Number two is also strong. I think probably is the fourth strongest in the crew, all in all. Although to be honest, I think Brook is stronger. But I can't prove that at the moment. But saying he's useless in One Piece, you know, they are useless characters in One Piece, and this guy is far from it. So yeah, I do not know. I don't know. Like Jinbe is new, so there's still time for him to develop, and they've not really dived into also they dive into people's stories. So there's a lot of mysteries about all the characters and stuff like that. Yes, Chopper has been covered. Franky has been covered, but not fully covered. Brook, that truth has been exposed currently. Usopp, I mean, his background has been covered, but there's still a lot coming for him. Jinbe, there's a lot more coming for him. I mean, the guy saved Luffy at Marineford. I think he gave him a blood transfusion somewhere. Can't remember where. Was it on Fisherman Island? But, I mean, most useless character in One Piece. Do you just want to be Rage BT or something like that? Because it's clearly what you are trying to do here. And who's the heck is writing this? Emma Singer, yes, of course. And I think she wrote another article about Dragon Ball Z. I think we need to close this nonsense. I think CBR is just becoming a bit of articles. But tell me what you think about this list. I disagree. This is a 0 out of 10 because it's if you were to bring meaningful argument about your point, yes, maybe. And if you did your research clearly, yes, maybe. But if you are just, I don't know, I could be like, Luffy's useless. Why? Because he's eating and that's how he regenerates. That's stupid. You see? I can also make useless point. I can also make useless statements without backing it up. So if you say we need to see more of these characters, if you say, but a lot of these first and foremost are not powerhouses, and the job does not require them to be powerhouses. The main purpose of all these people, this one specific thing, and them being powerful is a bonus added onto each. Chopper, Doctor, Franky, the shipwright of the crew, Brook, the musician of the crew. This is the sniper of the crew. See, as a sniper, it doesn't even need to be in the action, it just needs to find the cover somewhere. And usually, snipers, when they get discovered, usually they're screwed. But Jinbe, Hellsman, but all of them can fight on their own right. But you consider them useless. Why? Because you just want to post an article and have people rage bait. So good for you, but I do not agree with this list in any way, shape, or form. And it's people like you that are flexing it off. Don't talk about anime. Actually, I was going to say don't talk about One Piece, but don't talk about anime. Just I don't know, focus on something else. Because that's not journalism. You suck. And yes, here's another article. In any case, thank you for watching, and until we see each other again, bye bye.